posted a little later in the day than normal. Usually I get my podcast and most of my videos up earlier in the day, kind of in the afternoon, mid-afternoon, early evening. But as I'm recording this, it is currently 5:28 p.m. on Monday. And I am supposed to upload this video today. Allow me to explain. I'm moving. Now I would pan the camera that way a little bit more to show you the million tubs and boxes that I have stacked up over there, but I took some time to set up the camera because I was struggling to set it up today and I really don't want to deal with it again. So I'm not going to do that. God, so many freaking pillows. You just get over there. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now today with me I have a few special guests. Now you might be wondering, we've never had a guest on the podcast before. This is gotta be pretty exciting, right? Are you ready? Are you ready to meet my special guest? Not him. This is my special guest, one of them. Oh, it's good today. I made this juice a week or two ago. It is cranberry juice, unsweetened, pineapple juice, orange juice, all unsweetened. Boy, if you don't get your booty hole out of the camera. What is it? Cranberry juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, all unsweetened, lime juice, agave for sweetener, and some water. I have been drinking this stuff every day. Oh my goodness. The flavor of it is so strong, but it's like so weirdly good. I also put, did I drink this on the last episode? Surely not. I also put a pump or two of the sweet and salty syrup, which is just one part salty caramel, one part white chocolate. Oh my gosh, it is so good. You should try it. I think it cost me $35. I made this on a whim too. I one morning was like, I really want to make some juice that I can just put in a pitcher and drink whenever I want, because I like to have a fancy drink in my hand. And I think that's one part of why I like coffee so much. And I think that's been proven true because I haven't been drinking coffee as much since I've been drinking this. But yeah, on a whim one morning, I was like, I just want to make some to have. And so I asked ChatGPT for a recipe. And it gave me cranberry juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, lime juice, and agave. And I think that's everything that's in it when I made it in the pitcher. And then when I put it in the cup, I put a little extra water in it so this flavor is not so strong because it is very, very acidic and strong. And then I also put some of that sweet and salty syrup in there. I wrote down the recipe. 4 cups of unsweetened cranberry juice, 4 cups of unsweetened pineapple juice, Wait, I didn't put the orange juice in here. Did I forget to put the orange juice in? I didn't write it down. Light agave, lime juice, water. Okay, well I didn't write down orange juice, but I know I bought orange juice for it. Surely I did not forget to pour it in there. Anyway, it's delicious and I love it, and I've been drinking it every day. But yeah, I think it cost me $35 for all of the ingredients from Publix. And I didn't even use all of the lime juice or all of the agave or all of the orange juice. I used all of the cranberry juice and pretty much all the pineapple juice. Yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling about something that really does not matter at all. But in case you were wondering, that's what I'm on right now. It's really yummy. My second special guest of the day is my candy basket. My candy basket from my fridge. It's mostly dark chocolate. These things are so good. These things are so good. Trader Joe's Cocoa Truffles. Oh my goodness, if you've never had these before, please go cop a feel. If cop a feel I must, then cop a feel I shall. These are little, like, semi-sweet cocoa truffles. They're, like, soft on the inside, but you put them in the fridge and they get a little crunchy. Oh my gosh. And they're literally dusted in cocoa. Oh my gosh. I think those are my favorite chocolate ever. The texture is just so good. And this flavor, like, sweetness of the chocolate. Now, I didn't realize these were milk chocolate. I think I got these for, like, cookies or something one time, so I never eat these. I don't like milk chocolate, really. I mean, I'll eat it. Oh, I forgot I had Andes. I haven't been in my candy basket in so long. And I have a million of these Ghirardelli sea salt almond things. Oh my gosh, I love these. They're dark chocolate sea salt almond. Let's crack one open. Oh, okay. I'm like choking on that cocoa. Oh, they're so crunchy. No. Oh, it's covered in fuzz. And guess what? I'm still gonna eat it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So good. This whole episode is me just sitting here eating chocolate. I like barely talk. Now these, pretty sure I got these on St. Patrick's Day for the podcast on St. Patrick's Day. So, but I forgot I had them. I think it's actually been that long since I've been in my candy basket, y'all. I just don't eat candy ever. Okay, wait. I cannot open this with one hand. I love Andes. I love Andes. Yum. Oh my goodness, this was a great idea. Before I started recording, y'all, I have been so busy today. That's why I've been recording for so long. Or why I'm recording so late. First of all, I was out of town all weekend for 4th of July. And then yesterday, I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, literally nothing. And I was like, it's a holiday weekend and it's Sunday and I usually work through the weekend, so I'm just not gonna work today. So I didn't do anything. And then I had to catch up today because I am moving in less than 2 weeks. My lease starts a week from tomorrow. My lease starts a week from tomorrow at the beach, y'all. I am so freaking excited, and it doesn't feel real. It does not feel real. This has been, like, literally, I've been waiting to move to the beach for so long. I've been saying that it's gonna happen for literally so long, and now it's, like, actually almost here. So my lease starts a week from tomorrow, and then I'm moving in a week from Saturday. So I started packing today, and it took a while, did some cleaning, did some moving around of some stuff. I took a lot of time to move stuff out of my bedroom because my bedroom is upstairs. So I moved a lot of stuff out from up there. Mostly that's what I did. Cleaned the litter boxes, refilled them, washed them out and everything. Hi, buddy. You want chocolate? That's why you're here, I know it. Or you just like being in the podcast. He might just like being in the podcast. What was I saying? What was I talking about? I always just forget what I'm talking about. Oh, I was moving most of my stuff from downstairs from my room just so I don't have to do a lot of up and down the stairs on move out day. So a lot of it's down here now. That's what all those boxes are back there. I'm going to be taking some stuff down on the 15th, which is when my lease starts, and then I'm going to be officially moving down on the 19th. And I still don't really have a solid plan for my ASMR studio. Sorry, I just got distracted. I have my YouTube channel playing on my PC. I moved it down here. So I'm getting distracted by my own video. Anyway, it just started playing the house tours video. Yeah, I have no idea what I was just saying. I completely lost it. I zoned out, got distracted, don't remember anything. So yeah, that's our special guest today. I started Ginny and Georgia season 3. Random, I know. And most of you probably don't watch it, haven't seen any of it, but I just started watching the new season, and I gave up on Wolfblood, by the way. I haven't watched it in over a week. I couldn't with that new season, like the way they changed everything up. They just changed everything. I couldn't get back into it. So, gave up on that. What else was I watching? I was trying to watch a few reality TV shows, couldn't get into them. Just random ones on Netflix. He's looking at himself. I don't know where he's going. Y'all, what is this episode? What is every episode? Sometimes my episodes feel really, pretty well put together. And most of the time, they're like this, where I'm just sitting here saying stuff, and then I forget what I'm saying, and then I start saying something else. And then I go, I say so much. I've got to stop doing that. It is such a bad filler word. It kills the vibe. It makes it boring. I've got to stop saying that. Even when I can't think of what to say, I cannot, I've got to start holding myself accountable and not saying in between every freaking sentence on this podcast, because it's terrible. So I've tried to do that before, and then I kind of gave up, and now I need to do it again, because I kind of had made a little bit of progress and then gave up. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to work on it, because it's terrible. And I've listened back to my podcast, and I hate hearing myself go, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, I don't know. And it's so stupid. Anyways, my third special guest is going to be my electrolytes in this water bottle, because I was supposed to wake up this morning and go for a run, and I didn't, and so I have to go for one tonight. I've not been doing that same workout as I mentioned a few weeks ago. I've just kind of been working out when I can, and I've been running a good 5 miles a week, 5 to 10 at the most, I would say. I think 8 is the most I've done in 1 week so far. So I haven't been doing a ton, but it's way more than I've ever done before. So I'm just going to pat myself on the back for what I'm doing and continue to try to get better. I still haven't gone further than 2.5 or 3 miles. So I almost said and I stopped myself. I haven't gone more than 2.5 or 3 miles. That's still my max. I think 3 miles exactly is my max that I've done. And that was one morning. I don't know what happened that day, but there was one morning I went to run with my boyfriend at 7 a.m. It was the first morning run I ever did. We got up and went to this run club at 7 a.m. and we were the only ones that showed up. So me and him just went on a run, and we did 3 miles. And we did what we've been doing for most of our runs is a broken down run. So we'll do 3-minute warm-up jog, which is basically just 3 minutes of running, and then 5 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking. 5 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking. And we'll do that 4 to 6 times. I think 6 was the maximum amount we did when we did the 3-mile run. I think. Yeah, we did 5. We did 5 minutes on, 1 minute off. 5 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, 5 times. So it took about 35 minutes, and we did 3 miles, which pans out to about a 12-minute mile. But for my longest run ever being a 12-minute mile, I'm not gonna, kill myself over it or beat myself up over it. I still did it, and that's still the longest I've gone, and it felt amazing. I don't know how. That was, I have never experienced that before then or after then running. I felt great the whole time. Literally felt making silly faces back there. I felt great the whole time. I wanted to keep going. I didn't feel like I couldn't breathe. That's one thing that actually makes running so hard for me is the breathing, the respiratory part of it. I just struggle so much with getting enough oxygen in my body, and my heart rate also is so high when running. Technically, when you're running like that at a normal, steady pace, and you're not sprinting or doing anything crazy, your heart rate should be in zone 2, which is different for every person, but for me, I think it's between 125 to 150-ish. That's probably not exactly right, but it's somewhere in that range for your heart rate. And my heart rate when I run for the first 5 minutes will be down in there, but then for the rest of the time it'll get up to 165, and then it'll get up to 170, 180, 195 is usually my max. And the last usually the last 15 to 20 minutes of my runs are in that 180 to 195 range, which is not good. It's not how it's supposed to be when you're running. Speaking of, I just realized I probably shouldn't eat any more chocolate if I'm going to be going on that run later. So I'm going to drink my juice, and then I'm going to try to drink all my electrolytes. One thing that I know helped with that one run that felt so good was the night before, I drank a ton of electrolytes, and I drank them really fast right before I went to bed. And I felt great that next morning, and so every time since then, I have tried to drink electrolytes like that the night before and go on a morning run, and it's still, it just doesn't feel the same as it did that one day. I must have gotten better rest that night, or eaten a certain way the day before. I really don't know what it was. I really don't know, and I've been chasing that feeling literally ever since I experienced it, and I still have not had a run like that since. I'm gonna keep trying, and hopefully I can experience that again, because I actually really enjoyed it. That is the best run I've ever had in my life. It felt amazing, and I really, really would like to experience that again. It truly was nice, and it makes me understand why people like running, but 99% of the time, literally every run except for that one has felt like garbage. I literally feel like garbage the whole time. Usually the first half mile I'm fine, and I'm oh, I can go longer today, I can do a better run today, and then after, it just goes downhill so fast after that. So maybe I need to be training my lungs better, training my heart better. I think that does have a lot to do with it, because I do feel like I can't breathe, and my heart rate is so ridiculously high for literally after the first 5 minutes of the run. My heart rate just skyrockets, and it's unbearable. It's not sustainable. So I've got to figure that out. My boyfriend did say that walking more and staying in that zone 2 more will help me to stay in the zone 2 while running. I don't know if that makes sense, but doing activities where my heart is in zone 2 will train my heart better to be in zone 2 for a run. So I don't know. I've been trying to get 10,000 steps a day. I actually have been meaning to check where I'm at today to get more of that activity in. Okay, I'm at 5,200 steps today. I was walking around so much, cleaning cleaning and packing and everything. Oh my gosh, y'all. Cleaning out the litter boxes is like one of the most annoying things ever. So I have an automatic litter box and I've had it for the last year. And it was good for a little while. My eye's probably about to turn red because I just did that. And it was good for a little while, but it really does not make a difference in how easy it is to clean the litter. It actually makes it a lot harder, surprisingly enough, which is really frustrating because I spent about $300, I think, on that litter box, which is pretty standard for an automatic litter box nowadays. So, yeah, the first little while I enjoyed it, and then it's like, also having 2 cats and that being the only litter box that I had, it was just so hard to maintain. I would have to change the bag that the litter dumped into literally every day to avoid a smell, and still within like 3 days of fresh litter it would smell, even with me changing the bag every day. And also I would change the bag and it sifts through the litter itself. It's one of the spinny ones. I don't know if you know how it works, but if you know how it works, you know what I'm talking about. It spins, but half the time the like clumps get stuck to the freaking bottom and don't even roll into the bag, and so I have to literally scoop them out myself. So it completely defeats the purpose of having an automatic litter box, because I'm having to go in there every day, 1, to change the bag, and 2, to scoop out the clumps that are stuck to the freaking floor. And it's 1,000 times harder to scoop it because it's in that big round enclosure instead of just being a pan litter box that I can scoop out of. So everything about it, like, it smelled bad. I had to do so much more work to maintain it than a regular pan litter box. It was 1,000 times harder to clean. Like, when I would completely change out the litter and like clean out the inside of it, like scrub it and use Lysol wipes and wipe it down and everything, it was so much harder because it's a freaking tube. It is a tube that I'm having to get into, like a tiny little tube I'm having to lean into and clean out, instead of a pan that I can just sit down in, like, the bathtub. That's what I do with the pans. I sit them in the bathtub and I spray them out with the shower head and use Dawn soap and like scrub it. And I can't do that with the automatic one. 1, because it's electric, and 2, because it's a tube. So everything about it, literally, don't buy an automatic litter box is what I'm saying. Unless you get one of the ones that aren't enclosed and have like, that are like flat, almost like a pan, but then it sifts through it. Honestly, just don't get one. Don't bother. They're way too expensive. I got 2 ginormous steel litter boxes off Amazon for like $40. I don't know why it was so hard to find them, but everybody, like, I was looking on TikTok because I had been seeing TikTok ads for them, and it was like $100 for like 1 stainless steel litter box, and I was like, that's ridiculous. That is actually insane. Baking sheets are made of the same material. It's not even, I don't think it's stainless steel, it's aluminum or something. I don't know the difference. It's metal. It's not plastic. A baking sheet is $10 from Publix. A baking pan that has high sides is $15 from Publix. Why is a steel pan litter box $100? That's ridiculous. So I was like, if I can't find one for cheaper, then I'm just gonna get a freaking baking pan and put their litter in it, because I had heard that the plastic ones were no good because they held the smell so good held the smell so bad because they'll scratch on it and stuff and make cuts in it and whatever, and it gets stuck down in there, whatever, and it just holds the smell really, really, really bad. And so I had plastic pans that I was using for them, and I was like, I'm just gonna get the steel ones. I'm gonna upgrade. And the steel ones, I'm not joking, y'all, they're literally over 2 feet long and over a foot wide. I have 2. It came with 2 of them. It was ginormous. They are ginormous. And so I ordered those. What was I talking about? Where was I going with this? Oh, cleaning them out. Yeah, cleaning them out is just so annoying. But it has made a huge difference to use the steel pans, so 100% recommend that. Don't buy the $100 ones from TikTok Shop. I don't know if any of y'all own cats. I don't know if any of y'all are even thinking about thinking about doing this, but I just want to let you know now, in case there is one person out there, do not buy the $100 ones from TikTok Shop. You can find cheaper ones on Amazon, and they work just the same. They're way bigger, and they do actually work. They keep the smell at bay. I do scoop them every single day. I have 2 cats, and I have 2 of the pans. I scoop them every single day. I also got a litter genie pail. Best investment I have made so far. I don't know how I didn't know that existed until, how long has it been? 3 years since I got Butters? It's been 3 years since I got her. I don't know how I didn't know about this until now. But the litter genie pail is 100% worth the money as well. There's no smell coming through that, and I can scoop litter every single day without wasting a ton of plastic bags. I think I talked about this last time. I feel like I did. But yes, it is working amazing. I think I talked about how I ordered it, but maybe not used it. I don't know. Maybe I've already had this whole conversation with y'all. Have I already said all this? Anyways, if I'm saying it for a second time, somebody needs to hear it, probably. But yes, litter genie pail, 100% worth it. Not that expensive. I get to scoop litter every single day, and there's pretty much no smell. I use the Arm & Hammer litter deodorizer every single time that I scoop. I sprinkle that back in there, and then now every about 2 weeks I will take the litter out of the pans and wash the pans out and then put the litter back in or put new litter in. I also started using a probiotic litter. I can't remember what the brand is. I just ordered some more, actually. I can look and see. And then I still use the Lady N cat litter. Lady N, as in the letter N for no. Lady N cat litter. It's tofu cat litter. I've used it for over a year now, and I really, really like it. Oh, Boxy Pro. So I'm combining Boxy Pro with Lady N, and the smell has been at bay. I think if I used this completely instead of using any Lady N, the smell would be at bay even more. I think the tofu cat litter holds the smell a little more than the Boxy Pro does, but them combined is doing me really well, and it's saving me a lot of money because I don't have to completely replace my litter once a week. Y'all, when I had just the one litter box, the automatic litter box, and I was using only Lady N, I literally had to scrub out that automatic litter box once a week and completely replace the litter in it once a week. And Lady N tofu cat litter is not cheap. It is like $40 for 18 pounds, which is crazy. Like, that is a lot. That is expensive litter. Does anybody care? Does anybody care about this, guys? Does anybody, like, are you guys just waiting for me to get to the next thing? Because I've been ranting about cat litter for quite a while now. I fear way too long. I'm talking about it like I'm at, like, I'm talking about it like I'm a PTO mom at a conference meeting. We need more bake sales. We need more Little Debbies at the bake sales. Actually, no, we have way too many Little Debbies at the bake sales. Who are you? You think they want Little Debbies? They can go to the dollar store and get Little Debbies. We need more original, home-cooked, baked goods at the bake sale, guys. Quit laughing, Linda. I'm serious. This is serious business. Alright. 30 minutes later. My beauty. This episode also might be a little short, since I'm so late. Sorry. Last week's episode was kind of short too, I think. What in the world? I don't like this one. Okay. Interstellar Comet 31/Atlas. Are we about to be doing math? What the heck? It came from outer space. An object from outside our solar system is now passing through at high speed. Classified as a comet because of its gaseous coma, 31/Atlas is only the third identified macroscopic object as being so alien. What in the world is that? What? Come again. Classified as a comet because of its gaseous coma, 31 Atlas is only the third identified macroscopic object as being so alien. What does that mean? The comet's trajectory is shown in white on the featured map. Okay. Where the orbits of Jupiter, Mars, and Earth are shown in gold. Huh? Gold, red, and blue. Where's Earth? I see it. Gold, red, and blue. Currently, Comet 31 Atlas is about the distance of Jupiter from the Sun, but closing, with its closest approach to our Sun expected to be within the orbit of Mars in late October. Expected to pass near both Mars and Jupiter, 31 Atlas is not expected to pass close to the Earth. The origin of Comet 31 Atlas remains unknown, although initial activity indicates that a relatively normal comet indicates a regular... Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I need to go back to 3rd grade. The origin of 31 Atlas remains unknown, although initial activity indicates a relatively normal comet. Future observations about 31 Atlas's composition and nature will surely continue. So it's a comet, and it's going through our solar system. Cool. And it's not going to hit Earth, but it's going to go between Earth and Mars. Interesting. This picture is weird. I like the pretty ones. We don't get any pretty ones on here anymore. We never get pretty ones. We get the freaking weird ones like this. I mean, it's not that weird. It's kind of cool, but like... Also, when I read the October part, that it wasn't gonna... What did it say? Expected to pass near both Mars and Jupiter. It's not expected to pass close... What? I gotta go back to 3rd grade, dude. Currently, Comet 31 Atlas is about the distance of Jupiter from the Sun, but closing with its closest approach to our Sun expected to be within the orbit of Mars in late October. So the closest it's going to get to us and the Sun is going to be in October. Yeah, when I read that, I don't know why, but before I read that, I didn't expect it to take that long to get through. I kind of forgot how big our solar system was, and I was thinking this was going to be like a... I didn't think it would be a months-long process of it moving through the solar system like this. I thought it was just going to go... Yeah, things don't really move that fast, I guess. Except for light. And light doesn't even move that fast, so I don't know what I was thinking. I am definitely not an astronomer. It is a good thing I didn't change my major, because I really thought about it. It is a good thing that the University of Alabama does not offer astronomy as a major, because I looked into it and I was going to change my major. And we would have been hit by a comet, I fear. We would have been hit by a comet not even knowing it was coming. If I was in charge of telling people if there was a comet on the way, we'd be screwed. We'd be screwed, guys. We'd be screwed. Let's look at our songs of the week. I feel like has the podcast gotten boring? Or has it always been boring? I gotta do something. I gotta make a change. I gotta make something fun. What if I do trivia or something? I don't know. It's just me here. Like, I need someone else. I have Butters laying right here. She's not helping. Help me. Help me. I'm bored. I'm boring. No help. This is why we're boring, because our freaking guests are all silent. Oh my goodness. Zach Top. Okay. Number 1. Songs of the week. Number 1. There's the Sun by Zach Top. I can't even tell you what that one goes like. I listened to so much Zach Top this week, though. I knew this was going to be the outcome. I saw this coming. Number 2 is Things to Do by Zach Top. Oh my gosh, I know how that one goes. Wait. Thanks, I got things to do. Fish in the not trying to be rude. Okay, yeah. Number 3 is Dirt Turns to Gold by Zach Top. And dirt turns to gold. Forever With You by Paradise Blossom is number 4. I don't even know what that is. Number 5 is In a World Gone Wrong by Zach Top. I don't remember what that one goes like either. Album of the Week, Cold Beer and Country Music by Zach Top. Y'all, Zach Top is my type, I fear. You remember last week when I talked about my type as a child? Yeah, could not be further from what it used to be. It used to be like, I mean, I was a child, so it was like young blonde boys. And now it's freaking Zach Top. My boyfriend looks a lot like Zach Top, so I guess that's why. Only 2 artists this week. Number 1 is Zach Top, and number 2 is 21 Pilots. I think there was one day where I listened to a bunch of 21 Pilots. Oh, it was when I was going on a run one morning, and I listened to 21 Pilots for my whole run. Yeah. I was listening to, which one was it? It's that one that goes back and forth. Oh, I'll figure it out. Hold on. 21 Pilots. What y'all know about 21 Pilots? Let's see. It was Ode to Sleep. What does that one go like? Hold on. I need to hear the beginning and then I can sing the whole thing. You guys want me to sing the whole thing? Everybody's like, please don't. Everybody's currently like hitting the volume button, turning it down. And then, how does it start? I'll wake up fine and dandy, but then by the time I find it handy to rip my heart apart and start. Is that how it starts? What is the first words? Yeah, it is. I'll wake up fine and dandy, but then by the time I find it handy to rip my heart apart and start planning my crash landing, I go up to the ceiling. Then I feel my soul start leaving, like an old man's hair receding. I'm bleeding, please, oh please, how many is repeatedly asking why it's got to be like this? Is this living free? I don't be. Oh, I need to figure out. I need to learn that part. Hold on, let's learn it right now. There's nothing else to do here. It's like I'm in jail. I sit down to record my podcast and it's like I'm in jail and I'm just like trying to like pass the time but also be entertaining. I up to the ceiling, then I feel myself start leaving, like an old man's hair receding. I'm bleeding, please, oh please, someone is repeatedly asking why it's got to be like this. Is this living free? I don't want to be the one to have the sun's blood on it. I don't want to be the one to have the sun's blood on my hands. I'll tell the moon. I don't want to be the one to have the sun's blood on my hands. Nobody wants to watch this. I'm so sorry, guys. I've got to plan better. I've got to plan better for these freaking podcasts. This is what I do when I'm like bed rotting. Like I'm in my room bed rotting and I get tired of TikTok, so I put my phone down for a minute. I'm just staring at the ceiling, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna learn that one part of Ode to Sleep. I can't find a nanny, but I'm bleeding, please, when he's repeatedly like this is living here. I don't want to be the one to have the sun's blood on my hands all till the moon. I don't want to be the one to have the sun's blood on my hands all till the moon. Take this weapon, forged in darkness. Some see a pen, I see a harpoon. I'll stay awake, 'cause the dark's not taking prisoners tonight. Okay, we're just doing karaoke now. Why am I not scared in the morning? I don't hear those voices calling. I must have kicked them out. I must have kicked them out. I swear I heard demons yelling those crazy words they were spelling. They told me I was gone. They told me I was gone. I'll tell them, why won't you let me go? Do I threaten all your plans? I'm insignificant. Please tell me you have no plans for me. I will set my soul on fire. What have I become? I'll tell him. Okay, let's see if I can do this part. On the eve of my date is forgotten and fake, and trees as they wait and then kinds of anticipate the start of the day when we put on our face a mask that portrays that we don't need grace. On the eve of a day that is bigger than us, but we open our eyes because we're told that we must, and the trees wave their arms and their clouds start to plead. Desperately yelling, I'm something we need. I'm not free. I ask forgiveness 3 times, same amount that I denied. I 3-time MVP. This time I'm afraid to tell you who I adore. Won't tell you I'm singing towards metaphorically. I'm a whore, nothing I have known before. Okay, that's enough. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe I should stop doing the podcast. Or I should just plan better. Yeah, I should plan better. Alright, I'm gonna end it here. This is ridiculous. I got nothing planned. I'm just here to be here. I had fun, though. I bet you didn't. So I'm gonna cut it. I would like to let you know that I did just finish editing another coffee shop video. Guys, my first coffee shop video got 50,000 views. That is my biggest YouTube video ever by a long shot. Like, oh my goodness, my videos usually get 10 to 15,000 views at the most. And my coffee shop video got freaking 50,000 views. So I made a second one. It is almost the exact same as the first one, just with different drinks and stuff. So, oh my goodness, there's something in my eyeball. And also my allergy's been terrible lately. Just by the way, in case you guys are wondering, my allergies have been really bad. Like, the last 2 years, I have been seriously sneezing all day long for the last, 3 days, and now my eyes are itchy. I need to stop touching it. It's just gonna get worse. Just quit. Just stop. But yes, coffee shop video, it's gonna be up on Wednesday, so very soon. And then I'll have another video up on Friday. I haven't filmed one yet, but yeah. I also have started doing custom ASMR videos. So if any of you are interested in a custom ASMR video, you can email me. My business email is asmrkeabusiness@gmail.com. asmrkeabusiness@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. We can figure out what kind of video you're wanting, how long of a video you're wanting, and I will give you a quote, because if I could do it for free, I would, but I can't, because then I would be getting requests from everybody under the sun, and I would have no time to make the videos, and I would not be able to live off of doing that with all of my time. So, but I do discounts for first-time custom ASMR videos, and I've been getting quite a few emails about it, and I would love to make some for you guys. So if you're interested, I promise they are nothing like this podcast episode that you just watched or listened to, unless you want it to be. It can be whatever you want. So literally just shoot me an email, say, hey, I want a custom ASMR video, and I'll say, great, what kind do you want? How long do you want? Let me know, and I'll give you a quote, and then you'll tell me, I'll give you a quote, and then if you are okay with the quote, we'll get it going. Easy as that, okay? I love you so much. Reach out to me, and I will see you guys next week. Love you.